Okay, and we are back on the air. The show that's called...
I don't know.
The show have a name later. So it's still the baseball show.
To be named later.
To be named
We're
later.
gonna name it hopefully after this year.
Right, and today we have a special guest, Uncle Jonathan.
Hi.
One of the most knowledgeable Met fans we know. And he brought Mr. Met with him.
Mr. Met is with me today. Mr. Met, he's happy about Edwin Diaz being signed. Thank you for having me on your show. It is a pleasure to join you guys tonight.
Excellent, excellent. So let's talk about that trade, that signing rather. What did you think, Nicholas? We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Good trade, not a good signing, not a good signing. What do we think?
I think it was a little too much money for a closer, but I like how he's on the Mets.
I think Uncle Jonathan is really liking that trade. What do you think, Uncle Jonathan, that signing?
Oh, I love it. I love it. The day after the World Series, Steve Cohen shows that he needs business. And it just shows you what the Mets are thinking for the rest of the offseason. They need somebody to get them to the end of the game, to get to that closer, to that $20 million a year record-breaking closer. So this means good things for all Mets fans. I think we're going to have a fun offseason, and Uncle Steve Cohen is going to spend some money.
Hey, let me go tell you something.
No, let me talk. Let me talk.
Yeah, give it to Enrico. Let me hear what Enrico has to say about it.
First of all, Nicholas, I have an objection to what you said.
I didn't even say
Edwin Diaz is literally the best closer in the game, and he is better than Josh Hader. So they have
Josh Hader isn't even the second best.
He's like the pitcher. He's like the Aaron Judge pitcher. That's what he is.
Aaron Judge a pitcher.
He's the Aaron Judge closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
It's a good way to put it.
Not the pitcher. He's not the best pitcher. Trust me,
Anyways,
if he was a starting pitcher, he would go at 5 innings.
Here's what I like about it. Here's what I like about it. The song. What's the name of the song that he comes out to?
Narco.
There has never been a song that exciting. Even when Mariano Rivera used to come out to the Sandman, it was never as exciting as when Diaz came out. Diaz coming out to that song is like when Charlie Sheen comes out to Wild Thing in Major League. That's how exciting it is. And if Diaz went anywhere else, it wouldn't have been the same. Right? Does anybody agree with that?
Yeah.
He had to stay. It was a perfect fit.
It
But
was.
let me just say something.
The more I think about it, the more I agree with Uncle Jonathan. It's a perfect fit because Go ahead, Nick.
So what'd you call Uncle Jonathan? What'd you call Steve Cohen?
Uncle Steve.
Well, how was Uncle Steve gonna afford everyone else?
It's a good question.
I get
That
it.
is
He
a
has
good
money.
question.
Yeah,
And that's
he
going to
has
lead
money.
to my next part of the show today, the game that I wanted to play. We're going to play the game. It's called Met or Not a Met on opening day. So on opening day of 2023, I'm going to name a player, and you guys tell me if you think he's still going to be on the Mets on opening day. And then we'll go back on opening day and we'll look at this video and we'll see who gets the most answers. So we'll start off with Jacob deGrom.
No.
At the beginning of the season, opening day 2023, is he a Met or not a Met? Uncle Jonathan first.
Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom will be a Met on opening day.
Jacob deGrom, you heard it from Uncle Jonathan. What do you think, Enrico?
There is no way Jacob deGrom. He's gonna go in the Braves or something.
He's gonna be on the Braves.
Every day when I go on the bus, for most 2 days, not the last 2 days, 2 random days, they were saying that Jacob DeGrom, he's not.
You don't listen to everything you hear on the ESPN radio.
So that was on
Just shut your
ESPN
mouth and let me
radio?
talk.
So on ESPN radio, they
Yeah.
said he wasn't going to be a Met.
They said that he doesn't like it in New York and he's probably going to go to Atlanta. So that's bad. And then we have Chris Bassett and Max Scherzer as 1-2 punch out. Not good.
What do you think,
Well,
Nick?
Max
Jacob
Scherzer,
DeGrom?
I think if they could have lowered Edwin Diaz just like a tiny bit, then
Really?
they could have gotten. Because DeGrom is going to be even more worth than Diaz. He's going to be like $40 million a year if they're going to want to get him.
So we have Uncle Jonathan saying yes, and the Twins saying no. Okay, so
May I
let's
have a special breaking announcement quickly?
no. So let's try Chris
It's not
Bassett.
it's not a weird thing. It's a special small thing.
Enrico, Chris Bassett, opening day, Met or not a Met?
I think they're going to probably sign him to maybe like a 2 or 3 year deal for like maybe like $40
You're being
million,
way too
$50
mean
million
for
dollars. I think they might be signing, but not for a long time.
That's way too much money, like 30 million.
I don't
But
know,
you think-
something like that.
But Enrico,
don't
you
hold
think
on
he's
money.
going to be a Met on opening day?
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be a Met for a long time. But yeah,
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Dad.
Nicholas, Met
Oh, you,
or
to
not
me,
a
that
Met?
is
Chris
too-
Bassett.
but you know that I said DeGrom is not going to be in a Met next year, right?
Right.
I think Bassett will become a Met.
You think he will be a Met?
Yeah.
Uncle Jonathan.
I think Chris Bassett will be a Met.
Oh,
will be.
2 for 2, says Uncle Jonathan. Bringing the whole team back. How about
How are you gonna have the
Carrasco.
money? to become-
Nick?
Wait,
What
what?
do you think?
Carlos Carrasco.
Met or not a Met on opening day?
Met.
You think he's going to be a Met?
He's a good fifth person. I think you could put.
Oh,
Well, actually, maybe he's gonna be fourth because if you're losing DeGrom, you're gonna need someone, and Carrasco has a lot of experience. So
Okay, I like that. Uncle John?
I think Carrasco will not be a Met on
Oh,
opening day.
wow.
Not
I
be a
also have
Met.
one thing to say.
no.
Go ahead, Nick.
So, I think they're gonna get someone to replace DeGrom, but he's not gonna be as good as DeGrom, of
Yeah.
course.
I
Maybe
was thinking like Corbin Bones or someone. Obviously.
I have an idea of who that could be.
Oh, we'll get to that in a
Yeah.
little bit. But Jonathan, you think Carrasco not a Met?
Carlos Carrasco will not be back with the 2023 New York Metropolitans.
Wow, big news.
Oh,
Enrico, what do you think?
I think they're gonna sign him for a 1 year deal.
1 year deal.
why would he want that?
Maybe
I don't
2.
know.
Like 3 or 4
Maybe
years.
2.
All right,
Or 3 or 4. He will be a Met.
here's a big one. Brandon Nemo, Met or not a Met
You don't you
on
dare.
opening day? Enrico, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna be a Met?
He is my second favorite player.
Your second? Who's your first favorite? Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso. Well, he's my second favorite player that's playing right now.
Okay. So will Brandon Nemo be on the roster for the Mets on opening day?
I'm going to say yes. But
Yes.
the Mets are going to. Yes. I'm saying yes.
Go ahead. Nicholas, what do you think?
His Nemo is such a good number 1 on the lineup.
Lead off.
Player.
Lead off.
He always gets a walk or works the count well. I think they're going to need to resign him or they'll screwed. It's done. And then
What do you think, Nick?
So just to say, I'm still questioning. I actually don't still question on the Carrasco thing, but I'm still gonna go with my feet. So for Nimmo, I think they will resign him.
Okay, Uncle Jonathan, Brandon Nemo, opening day 2023. Is he coming out high-fiving the rest of the Mets?
Brandon Nimmo will, I think Brandon Nimmo on opening day 2023 will be working the count in the bottom of the first at Citi Field for the New York Metropolitans.
Ooh.
Nimmo will be back. I think Nimmo is going to be back. Look at the outfielders that are out there. Not too many outfielders out there, and like
They might be losing Malta.
and I actually think Nimmo, the best is yet to come from Nimmo.
Can I go say
Right.
something?
He's started to show what he can do yet.
But then we got Mark Cannon, Tyler Nichols in the damn outfield. What is
Go ahead, Nick. What do you got?
So I'm gonna
What?
go bring up someone that you haven't heard in a long time.
Don't you? David White.
Michael Conforto.
Wow.
You went there.
Mike
You went there.
Conforto, who
He hasn't
hasn't
played all
played
season.
year. You think he's going to be back, Nick?
No, but I do think he's gonna be signing with someone. And if they don't get
he's
Nimmo,
good.
I think it's gonna be Conforto.
So you think there's a chance Conforto comes back to the Mets? Anybody agree with that?
If the Mets get Michael Conforto, the outfield is going to be Conforto.
No, I
White.
never said that Michael Conforto is gonna go to the Mets.
If he,
Do
but
we
if he
think? Do we
does,
think he's going to go to the Mets? Yes or no? No.
No, I think
nah.
No,
Maybe like the.
What about-
But I think he will be
Dodgers.
signed this year.
He's going to be signed, but not by
Because-
the Mets.
Yeah, because he made a mistake. He thought he was worth more than what the Mets were offering,
Right.
and guess what? He made no money.
Right. All right. How about some people who aren't free agents? We think Max Scherzer's still a Met?
Yeah.
Is it? No, he's still a free agent. I mean,
He's not a free agent this year.
I know he's not a free agent.
Right, but do we think he's on? Do we think he gets traded, maybe?
No,
They're not
what the hell's
trading.
wrong with you?
Are you
No, I'm
serious?
just asking the question. I'm not
No.
saying he will or he won't.
Hell
Okay.
It's not a
Hell no.
trade.
Max Scherzer for like 2 times Cy Young.
Three.
Uncle Jonathan,
Three.
3 times Cy Young.
do we think he's still a Met? Scherzer?
Yes.
Scherzer, of course,
For God's
Scherzer's gonna
sake,
be a Met.
yes.
How about
He's gonna be there for the rest of his career.
Do we think Panda Pete gets traded? Anybody?
Who?
Oh,
No.
what? No way.
Wait.
Who?
Jeff McNeil, still a Met?
Of course, yes. Batting
Oh.
champion.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT. He's the best ever.
Lindor.
Of course.
Pause.
Nobody.
you sit-
Francisco gets traded.
We're missing a lot of free agents. We still got a lot of free agents that are Mets.
What about Marte?
No.
Marte. What do we think?
3 more years left.
Right? Do we think
Wait.
he's traded, or we think he's on the? We think he's going to be on the team?
On the team.
On the team.
I'm gonna say
Eduardo Escobar.
yes.
On the
No.
team.
Whoa.
And also, I'm still questioning about McNeil. But I
How
think he
about
is.
Justin Verlander
What?
Those are not
Met?
topics.
on opening day or
What?
not?
Where did you get this inside your brain?
Are you cuckoo?
I'm just
Where did you
asking a
get this inside
question.
your brain?
He's a
Are you
free agent.
cuckoo?
Do the Mets pick him up?
It could be.
No.
Would go like
Justin
this.
Verlander.
Would you rather have Verlander or DeGrom?
Interesting question.
I don't know where you got that from.
The
I'm
Astros are
not- I
resigning
didn't get it
Verlander.
from anywhere. I'm just asking the question. He's a free agent. He's a great pitcher. Still has a few years in him.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but
Go ahead, Uncle
$1
Jonathan.
billion deal.
I would give 2 years to Justin Verlander instead of signing DeGrom.
That's good
But I'm
call.
a big
That's
Verlander fan for a long time, so.
He's fantastic.
The Astros are gonna go right after Verlander.
I think just to get Kate Upton in the building, you pay Verlander just to get Kate Upton there.
So do we think he's a Met?
No.
Verlander might be a Met.
He's going.
Verlander
How
will
does
be a
that
Met.
even happen?
DeGrom will be a Texas Ranger. Verlander will be a Met.
Wow.
You heard it first.
Prediction.
The Texas Rangers?
All right.
You
Here's
want to
one
know?
for you,
I can't
Nick.
trust you.
Here's one for you. Aaron Judge. Is he a Met on opening day
He's a
2023?
Giant. He's a New York Giant.
You think he's a Giant? What do
He's
you
going
think?
to a Giant.
He
I
is
love
a
him.
Giant. He fits in perfect. Nick, Aaron Judge, Met or not a Met?
Either a Yankee or a Giant, so no, not a Met.
Uncle John.
People are just saying that
Aaron
because
Judge, a Met. Aaron Judge will not be a Met.
Not be a Met.
people are just saying that because they're rivals and there's like whenever a really good player comes on either side, they become a free agent. They're like, oh, you know, it would be cool if they would go on the other team, on the team across from us. Oh yeah. Not bad.
We only have a few more minutes left. So how about Trey Turner?
Really, Dad? Trade
I think maybe Trey Turner will become a Met.
Yeah, you gotta get your butts up there.
Now,
There's
Trey
like a
Turner,
20% chance.
shortstop.
There's a 20% chance that they don't resign McNeil and get Turner. I mean, like a 10%.
Well, McNeil is signed for a while, is he not? He's not a free agent.
Oh,
He'll be
But-
there for 4 years.
What do you think of Trey Turner at second base for the Mets and McNeil in the outfield? Do we
McNeil
like
and left?
that? Do we think that's a possibility?
yeah, and then maybe they don't resign
Malte?
Nimmo.
What?
Well, yeah, but like Turner's
Nico's just
a
popping out
better
of the
hitter than
screen right there.
Enrico.
You also remember
Trey
there's
Turner's
also
a better
There's
hitter.
also Mo Camera in the outfield.
So
So we don't think Trey Turner is a Met.
Trey
Anybody-
Turner is
Uncle
a better
Jonathan?
hitter than Nimmo.
Yeah, I would. Trey Turner, people don't realize, is one of the best players in baseball. Has been for a few years now.
Trey,
I would love for him to be a Met, but I think the Mets have a lot of other needs and a lot of money tied up other places. Someone's going to throw a ton of money at Turner.
Well, there's a lot of shortstops out there. Xander Bogaerts, Carlos Carrera, either one of them Mets?
No, they have Lindor.
No.
They have Lindor. But who do they have at third base?
Escobar.
Escobar. Do we like Escobar out there?
Yeah, we like Escobar.
I mean,
I
if
think
we
they
had
need a
like
catcher.
if
They
we had,
need
like,
Wilson
Jose Ramirez,
Contreras.
I thought, like, hell yeah.
Hear me out. They go
Go
for
ahead.
Wilson Contreras.
What?
Hear me out. They go for Wilson Contreras.
Which
I
one?
was-
The one on Cubs?
Yeah, the Cubs. He's a free agent, and they need catcher.
Well, they have Francisco Alvarez, the #1 prospect.
Exactly.
Catching.
Well, if
He'll
he
be
can't
catching for
hit,
them.
or if he can't hit, it has to be sent back to the minors.
Oh, you watch him next year, and you
Yeah,
tell me.
you watch the Street Fight, Nico.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I got one
Wait,
more for
I-
you.
But
How
I have a
about this?
question. Is
Opening day, 2023. Probably not day 1, but maybe pitching day 2, day 3, Clayton Kershaw. No? No takers? Nobody
Not be a
thinks
Met.
he'll be a Met?
Not be a Met.
He will not be a Met.
Oh.
So, if the Mets give him maybe something around $100 million,
100 million.
yes, like Diaz, they can possibly, maybe, most likely, 99.9999999% not get him, but still have a teeny beensy chance of getting him.
But do you think he's going to be on the roster? Yes or no?
I think when I said 99.99999, I think that means a no.
That's a no.
Definitely.
Okay. Some calculations going on as he's floating around. Nick,
No.
Clayton Kershaw, you don't think he is?
Anyway,
Uncle
look at my
Jonathan,
nice.
Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw will not be a Met. Maybe a Texas Ranger.
This is my
Texas
nice
Ranger.
Steve Garvey.
You got a
No,
lot of
isn't it?
players going to the Rangers. Rangers going to be making some moves this year.
Yeah,
This
they
is
got
my-
position players last year. Now they want some pitching.
This is my nice
We'll have a
signed
new
ball by
ballpark.
Steve Garvey.
Steve
This
Garvey,
is signed by Steve Garvey.
11 straight
Steve
gold
Garvey.
gloves. Steve Garvey.
So for the most part, the Mets seem to have their hitting and their fielding kind of locked. There may be a need for an outfielder, but other than that, it looks like their starting rotation is what they're going to need to spend some money on. Right?
No.
No,
They're not
who else?
getting
Who
Gronk.
do
I
they
don't
need to
think
get?
so. I think it's
They
gonna
need
be.
Bassett, and then they need like another good pitcher.
Actually, never
Maybe,
mind.
like,
Yeah.
like one of those. They're gonna need to get someone as good as Zach Wheeler.
They need someone as good as Zach Wheeler.
How about Carlos Rodon? Free agent,
Ooh.
that played for the Giants last. Very right.
Maybe,
What do we think? Met or not a Met? Nick,
probably.
Met.
you think he's going to be a Met?
Shockingly.
40. Well, the problem is that there's 29 different other teams that he can go to.
Yeah.
You want to think he's a Met, but
I mean, I think if the Mets give him a decent, pretty good deal, if they give him the deal, obviously, he may become a Met.
He may become a Met. Uncle
But
Jonathan,
I don't think
Met
so.
or not a Met?
Carlos Rodon.
Mm-hmm.
A lot depends on DeGrom, what direction they go in, but you know what? I'm going to say Carlos Rodon will not be a Met.
Not be a Met.
Why not
Well,
be a Met?
we will see on opening day 2023 who is right or who has the most right answers and who does not.
Can I make a prediction?
Go ahead.
In 2024 opening day, Shohei Ohtani will be a New York Met.
Really?
That was
no.
actually one of the ones I was going to bring up. Do we think
No way.
Ohtani gets traded this year?
Why?
No.
Why do you think he's
Straight
gonna
to
get
the
traded?
Mets.
No, the Angels are going to do whatever they have to do in their power to keep Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. Both of them.
Angels will be under new management.
They will
soon, no?
give them both half of their
New
money
ownership.
each. They will get the Angels will give them 1/4 of their money each, just for them to stay. These are the two best players. Liam Hendricks is gone. Wait, is he in the White Sox?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm mixing stuff up. Wait,
All right.
we
Until
demoed,
the
right?
future.
We demoed.
So, Rodon will not. I'm saying Rodon will not be on the Mets, and Kershaw will be in the Dodgers.
Kershaw will be on the Dodgers.
I think Kershaw will 100% definitely be on a team. Unless he's injured the whole season. You don't know.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up. I think the next episode, we're going to have to talk about award winners. We're going to be
Yeah.
making our award-winning predictions.
Judge wins RBI and
Don't
not
say
average.
everything. No,
He-
that's not the
Well, he already
award.
won those. Does he get the MVP? Well, we'll talk about that
No.
next time. Something to look forward to. Until
Goodbye.
then,
Thank you, everyone.
thank you, Uncle Jonathan, for being
And
with us and
that
putting up
is
with our
the show
craziness.
to be named
We've erased
later.
half of Enrico because he's disappearing.
He's just floating. He's a floating Met.
What do you mean? What here?
Look at
Oh my
your
God.
thing. It just looks like you're floating around over there.
Just half of a person there.
Yeah, because I'm a god. I even met God.
Oh my
You're a
goodness.
Met God.
And Uncle Jonathan went from being at Spumoni Gardens to City Field just like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, that
Ciao
is
for
the
now.
show to be named, Rado. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to eat some pizza. Good night, guys.